What's up, guys, and of course welcome to my channel. And in today's video I'll be showing you guys on how to operate a loader machine. This particular machine is a 963C cat loader. The mechanics are quite similar in every machine. In the wheel loader, I know that there's a wheel in the middle and also a joystick, but this machine right here has levers, and also to turn with our directions we have our foot pedals right here. And I'll explain everything from left to right on the machine. If you don't understand anything, leave a comment down below if you guys have any questions that you guys like. So without further ado, let's get into this video. All right, you guys, so right here we have 3 controls right here. We have our lever, we also got a handy horn right here. We got our parking brake for the first control. If you guys know, that red light will come on when the parking brake is on. When it's off, that parking brake light is off. Then next up we have our speed, we have our fast bunny, then we got our turtle. Turtle's for slow, bunny is for fast. Normally when pushing loads, you don't want to run it in that high gear and overwork the machine. I'd rather just put it in that turtle mode and you'll get the power that you need. Next up we have our RPM to gear up, gear down. Same animal as this. We got the bunny for fast, gearing up. That gives the power to the motor. And then we got turtle, gear down. That takes that power away. Not saying that you're not going to be able to do anything, but you want to have that gear up. That way you can get going. Next up, guys, we have our foot pedals. We got left for left, we got right for going right. Also in the middle we have an emergency brake. You don't really need this as much, only just in case of emergency. If you push down on that, the machine will stop real hard and it'll probably jerk you forward if you're not wearing your seatbelt. So make sure you're wearing your seatbelt too. Right here we have our light controls. This flicks up and it flicks the lights outside. Next up we got our windshield wipers. We got back, and then we got these that control the front. We got our odometer, everything on the dash. This light turns on the dash. You can see that better at nighttime. We got our fire extinguisher just in case of an emergency. And then we have our 2 levers on this side. Now guys, some loaders they have 1 lever and some loaders they'll have 2. This left side lever, and I'll go ahead and kick up the gear. That way you guys can see. This left side lever brings up the bucket, and this right side lever brings the bucket up, and if you pull it back, it brings the bucket down. So if you're loading trucks, you'll pull it back and you'll release all that dirt out. If you're loading up and trying to get a scoop of dirt, you'll drive the machine into the pile and you'll push that right lever up and you'll scoop it up. Real simple, guys. And also the 1 lever, I ran a 1 lever before as well. That's the type of machine we had before this. Same machine, but different levers. And it had a 1 stick, so it was more so of a motion on how you raise the bucket and do your grading. So guys, if you have a 2 lever in your machine, when you're doing your grading, since I've been doing this for a while, I kind of know when my teeth are digging in the ground and when they're at level. So when you're pulling back, you're cutting into the ground, you're digging in. So if you're not doing the cut, you want to make for sure those teeth aren't digging into the ground. If you're going level, you want to make sure that those teeth are sticking up. Some loaders, they don't have teeth, and a lot of loaders do. I think that sums it up for everything that goes on inside of a loader. Like I said, guys, we got the 3 controls right here: parking, speed, RPM. We got a lever for forward and reverse. Then we got our controls on the dash, our foot pedals to go left and right, emergency brake. Then our levers right here for the controlling of the bucket, going up, down, and digging those teeth into the ground or keeping it level. We'll get into pushing the pals that we have today. If you guys follow my journey and check out the videos before this video, you'll see how far along that we came. A little intel on this property: it is a 4-acre property, very narrow but long. And we started all the way in the front, guys, and now we're right here almost to the end towards the back. We probably have, I would say, depending on the volume of trucks that come in, we'll probably have a month left here. So you guys just check out those videos and let's get into the rest on how to operate this machine. We'll start at this load here. I'll tilt you guys up a little bit so y'all can see. So we'll start with these loads in front of us and we'll grade, keep our same grade. We're not raising it, nor are we cutting. So we're gonna keep this same grade and I'll show you guys on the controls and on how to push a dirt load. Parking brake is already off. I'm gonna go ahead and gear up. And I'm gonna keep my teeth the same, so I'm not really gonna mess with this right lever too much since we're not cutting or raising it. And I'm gonna just go forward and push this load. You wanna make sure you keep your hands on here, because if you don't, the load will make the bucket go up and down and you won't get a smooth grade. I will also say take your time with it. If you're pushing a lot, you don't have to go into the load all at once. What you want to do is just grab half of the load or less than half of the load and you'll take it to where you're pushing it off to. If I feel myself going up, then that means I'm raising it, and I'll pull. What I'll do is I'll pull that right lever back. That way I can dig back into the ground and get back to my grade. So as I'm going back, you don't have to put that all the way in neutral, but you can just kick it over and the machine will go forward. Guys, if I feel like my grade is going too high, but I know I'm level, I won't mess with the right side over here. Keep in mind, that's more so if you're cutting into the ground or bringing the dirt back up. So I won't mess with that too much, but I will lower the blade or the bucket back into the ground. That way I can get back level. Like I said, as I'm dumping the dirt, I'm pulling this right lever back to empty the dirt load. Guys, practice makes perfect. So every day you're on the machine and working on your mechanics, if you're not knowing on how to operate, every day you'll learn more and more on how to operate your machine and you'll get it. It takes practice and it takes a little time to just understand the mechanics of it. taking a big load, you want to make sure you keep your hands on those levers. That way you can kind of guide your grading. If you need to fill in, you just want to bring that bucket up a little bit. If you're trying to keep that grade or lower it, you want to make sure you keep that bucket more so low to the ground. This is a good tip, guys. If you feel like you're going over a rock and you feel like you're messing up the grade, don't stop. Just keep going, and then you can go back and fix it and always correct it. And you may not even be going over a rock. I felt like I was going over a rock just now, and I wasn't. And y'all can see that my grade looks smooth. It felt like I was going over a rock right there, but y'all can see the lane that I just made is very smooth. No rocks. I'm lowering those teeth right here. That way I can stay low. Because if you just let the machine go, that dirt is gonna take you up. That machine is gonna rise all over on top of the dirt. So make sure you're always guiding the bucket. Before approaching the load, I like to kind of dig my teeth into the ground. That way I know I don't have any rocks running underneath the blade. And you can see that it'll leave a smooth pad behind us. So I like to, me personally, I like to kind of dig my blade in a little bit, those teeth. That way, no big rocks or even small rocks can run underneath this blade. And y'all can see there was nothing left behind. So just the excess dirt that runs off the sides that we'll have to clean up. Like I said, guys, you just want to take little by little, and it'll be easy for you to push it and take your time with it. So y'all see I went over some rocks right there, but I didn't stop. I'm still going, still got my blade low. guys. So main thing is getting to know your machine. Once you know your machine, you'll be able to grade out or, you know, do anything that you need to do on the machine. My mission was to just push the dirt and grade it forward, and you guys can see that has been fulfilled. So main controls on the loader. When pushing through a load, you're mainly going to be countering where the bucket is going as you're going in that direction. So if you have a lot of loads and you're pushing it and it's, you know, it's heavy on the machine, as you're pushing through the dirt, if you're keeping a straight grade, you want to make sure you're pulling back on that right lever. Now this is if you have a 2-lever machine. You want to pull back on that right lever. That way you're digging into it and you're making sure no rocks are running underneath the bucket. If it's not so heavy, you don't have to dig those teeth into the ground so much, and you can just go forward or whichever direction you're going. As you guys seen, I was doing mostly a lot of countering if I needed to, but more so just going in a straight motion. So let's go up top, guys, and I'll show you more mechanics and just more POV on pushing with the loader. So right here, guys, since we have a lot of rocks right here, remember, if you're pushing a lot of rocks, you want to make sure those rocks aren't getting underneath the blade. So I'm gonna mostly be pulling back on my load just to make sure nothing's getting underneath, and I'm keeping a smooth grade going through. So we'll turn parking brake off, we'll gear up. Remember, guys, take it little by little. You don't have to put too much stress on your machine, plus it'll just make it a little bit easier on you. Everyone should know what their machine is capable of. So if you know you can't get through a heavy load, don't force it on your machine. Just go back, get your grade, and grade it through. Just take your time, reset, make sure your teeth is level, and go forward. Get ready to push. With the loader, it's more so about taking angles. With the dozer, it's only one blade, and there's a mechanic where you can tilt the blade either left or right, and it'll help on your filling or cutting of dirt. But with the loader, guys, it's more so about taking angles. And that just helps with getting your grade. Making sure I have my teeth down. Just helping the loader and guiding it through. Since this side is a little bit higher than this right side right here, guys, I'm making this dirt flow in, more so going towards my right. That way we can kind of fill in and level out the pad here. Either way, the water will need to drain down that way on that side, so we're doing good. Alright, you guys, so hopefully by the end of the video, which is right now, you guys understand on how to run and operate a loader, specifically a track loader. Like I say, just to go over a little recap, you got the 3 controls over here, which are forward and reverse lever, your parking brake, your speed up, speed down, your gear up, gear down. You got your dash controls. You got your left, your right turning, and then you have your 2 levers, if it's a 2-lever loader, to raise and lower the bucket, and also for the teeth of the bucket to tilt the bucket down or upward. Like I said, they are loaders with just a 1 lever, and then you have wheel loaders that has the wheel to turn and the joysticks might be a little bit different. But other than that, guys, we got what needs to get pushed. I'll get out and show you guys. We got pushed. And that'll be it for today, guys.